what it means for me to be on this team. Oh man, this year I've been living for this team. I've been eating for it, sleeping, trying to sleep for it. That's my main goal.
I've always seen myself as a team player and a team member, so I love the team side of CrossFit a lot more than the individual side. I haven't really done a lot of individual competitions. Well, actually, now that I think of that, not one, except the Open. So, yeah, it's always been team for me.
Putting all my energy into this. My kids even know, like, who's Janine, who's Barend, who's Henri, where's Tijger Valley, what we're doing, when we're going to America. This is like everything is just revolving around this.
And I'm very excited about this year. I feel like we finally have the team and I'm going to go all the way.
To be there for Henri, to be there for Lonnie, to be there for Janine, and I will do my absolute to be there for them, emotionally, physically, and in a team environment, in a comp environment. I will literally go and die.
I'm Lani Venter. I am representing CrossFit Tijger Valley's Relentless team. Super excited and honored to be part of this team. Where my fitness journey started, a very, very young age of 3 years old. I was actually watching the Olympics and I saw gymnastics, and I told my parents, this is something I want to do. And they went to Centurion Gymnastics Club. They put me in, they started gymnastics at the age of 3. I've been doing or did it for 15 years. Started training high performance level training from the age of 10, basically 3 hours a day. So everybody always looks at me as a CrossFit athlete and they like, oh, so you did gymnastics when you were younger? I'm like, yes, but I didn't just do gymnastics. I actually did like high performance, high level gymnastics. I went to represent South Africa in 2009 in England. Went to America not for South Africa, but for doing competitions there as experience. So it wasn't just gymnastics, it was a little bit more than that.
Hi, I'm Janine. I'm part of the CrossFit Tijger Valley Relentless team. So I wasn't very competitive as a kid, I didn't think so. My parents, we were very interested in it, but I was very average, so I'd make the teams and I would be part of it all, but I was also very lazy. I was more interested in, at that point in time, academics and the cultural side of what the school had to offer. Never ever have I sat down and said to myself, I want to go to the CrossFit Games. That is my goal. I never thought I was capable. I was just never the best at anything, like disappointment was something that I was used to, and I didn't want to sign up for anything like that. And so I found CrossFit in 2012, and at that point nobody knew what CrossFit was. 2012, yeah, it's 12 years ago already. So someone asked me what I did, and I said CrossFit. I had to give them the whole thing. Oh, it's like a bit of fitness and gymnastics and weightlifting, a bit of everything. Luckily now I don't have to explain myself anymore, that helps a lot. So I became obsessed with being skinny, and luckily in that time when it was turning to be unhealthy, I found CrossFit. I was doing a lot of research and I came across this video of Chris and Heather. It was an Adidas advertisement, I think. One of the very first, and I started looking for CrossFit and I found out that I could not afford to do it. And then I did a free session in December 2011. And this coach, Craig Lawrence, he said, okay, he will accommodate me financially. And that changed my life. And then in January 2012, I started CrossFit and never looked back. Okay.
Hi, I'm Henri Meiring from CrossFit Tijger Valley, and initially from Rustenburg. I was in Rustenburg High School, where I played provincial hockey. I played first team cricket, did some athletics since I was like 7 years old. Long distance running was like part of me. And yeah, that's always been connected to sport somehow. Also been a professional or competitive mountain bike racer since 2008 till 2016. CrossFit, I found CrossFit, or CrossFit found me in 2016. I was introduced to it back in 2011, 2012 with a friend of mine, a high school friend and a good friend of mine since then, Henri Meiring, currently lives in New Zealand. Yeah, he introduced me to CrossFit in Virgin Active at that time, and I mainly did some Euro workouts, found Euro workouts online, and I mainly did them on a day-to-day basis in Virgin Active. Maybe looked a bit like an idiot, but in the vast majority of the people that trained there. When I moved to Pretoria, I joined CrossFit Tijger Valley in the end of 2016 and been a member since then. My first open was in 2017. I got a little bit competitive with Celeste at the end of 2018, and the competitive bug just hit me hard, yeah. So yeah, that's how CrossFit found me, and that's how I became, well, competitive in the sport.
Hi, my name is Barend Smit. I am from Rustenburg. I'm a CrossFit coach. Early life, well, I wouldn't say I was one of the most easiest kids in primary. Well, I used to play rugby ever since I remember. I was Billy rugby from little. I had a few, what can I say, icons that I looked up to, like US van der Westhuizen. He was one of my big sport helder. So he was my big sport hero. I used to be a skateboarder, and I also thought that I would turn pro in skateboarding. For no one that knew that. And so my mindset was always, whenever I do something, I commit completely. I go whole heart into that, and yeah, and I believe that I can make it. In high school, I did a little bit. I went to go and do mixed martial arts. I performed really well in that as well. Put my mind into it, lived it, dreamed about it, and yeah. And then I found CrossFit somewhere 2013. I was watching ESPN and checked Rich Froning do the clean and jerk event, and I was like, wow, these guys are good. This is something I would love doing. And yeah, I attended a CrossFit gym in Rustenburg. CrossFit Rustenburg back then, it was the name of Michael Maritz. He was the owner of it. And yeah, the journey started there, and just struggles. It started then as like, oh, these guys make it look easy. How am I going to do this? So yeah, but every day pitching, doing it, performing it, living it, and it just became a part of life. To eventually where I started, where myself and Yaki went and opened our own gym, our own CrossFit facility, and yeah, that's where the journey started.
The journey started with CrossFit, the whole process, the training, everything. Then unfortunately, I got injured. No, wait, not unfortunately. I got married. Not unfortunately. Wait, sorry. And I fell pregnant that October with Siane. Obviously everything changed. It wasn't planned. You know, skoot het geklap, oogies het gesit. Now she is my biggest fan. I'm very grateful for that. But yeah, that happened. So my training obviously took a step back. I did come back much stronger. For any lady out there ever wanting to know about pregnancy and training during pregnancy and after that, ladies, you'll be stronger than ever before. I promise you that. Mentally, physically, and just what you can do as a woman is amazing. Then COVID times, same time we brought over CrossFit 10 staff from Ray Robertson. It was a very, very difficult time for all of us. My husband fell sick. Unfortunately, he didn't see it through, so he passed away in the 24th of July 2020. So yeah, just after my daughter turned 3. It was a very, very, very difficult time for me personally, running the business, just buying over the box, covering overheads, getting enough members during COVID, trying to keep this thing going. But somehow we pulled through, not somehow. I knew there's people behind me, God obviously helping me throughout this, putting my mind to what we want to achieve, and we got through it. The box is doing great at this stage. Wake up at 4 a.m. every morning. I'm in coach at 5, 6, 7 o'clock. I drive with my daughter to school. She comes with me in the mornings. So I pick her up, carry her out. We go to school, come back, coach at 8 to 9. Then I get my training in, go fetch her, take her to her activities, start coaching again at 3 till 7. Forever and ever in my heart, I'm grateful. I couldn't ask it to be any other way. I'm humbled, I'm blessed.
I am a teacher by heart. I think I was born a teacher. My dad was a principal, my mom was a teacher, my brother is a professor at Takis. My sister is still a teacher. I think if you can't get rid of that part. I want to make people better. I started teaching high school, grade 10 to 12, in 2012, I think. Yeah. And at a certain point in time, financially it was hard, so I coached CrossFit part-time as well. So and the nice thing about CrossFit is that it's so much more than health and fitness. My master's degree, I never finished it, but it was based on what CrossFit does for women outside of the gym. Like what you were, the confidence that I gained here makes me realize that I'm capable of doing so much more outside. My passion really, really, really is to make people's lives better. I've been a coach at many different boxes. As a CrossFit coach, you give the entire time. And that's what it's supposed to be. And if I have to choose between being an athlete and a coach, being a coach is something that I can do forever, and I truly have passion. But I realize that if I have the opportunity to go to the games, it will benefit me as an individual for sure, but also my business, and also to show the people that I so much love and that I say I invest in so much that, it is possible to go that far. I was married for 8 years. I've been very disciplined with my work and my sports, and our lives just didn't head in the same direction. And I think the hours that I spent, I always would come home late at night from the gym and be up early, and that just didn't align with the kind of future that I think he would have wanted.
Running the business, being an athlete, it is tough. It is tough to not get emotional. From the business aspect of CrossFit, we started that, and we were like excited just becoming CrossFit owners, and let alone we didn't know what's coming for you. Waking up early in the mornings, be there, answering the questions, being available almost like 24/7. It's got its challenges, especially and you get involved with people where now you know them, you know the husband, you know the wife, you know the kids, and sometimes you even know the struggles, and you need to train. It's like, okay, so somebody comes to you and they lost a husband, or they lost a grandparent, or something happened in their lives and life took a turn, and now you need to train with that in your back of your mind. How can I help this person? How can I be there? How can I be available to attend into their lives? What was my age back then? I was 26, 27. And now you sit with people that has life experiences more than you, but they want answers from you. That brings something new. It's like nobody prepares you for that. You know, when you go and do your level 1, they teach you all the basics of CrossFit. They teach you how to do a snatch, and they teach you how to do an overhead squat, a press. They teach all this stuff, energy systems, blah 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 blah. And no one sits there and tells you, hey, listen, you're gonna meet people with this much problems. Let me coach you and how to do that. No. You get thrown into the deep end, and it's like, okay, chance, man, swim. It got its challenges, and over the years, we progressed and we grew with the box, and we grew with the people. And the people now know you. They know the little bit of the inside of you, and they become a part of you. And then there's magic. And then there's a family, and then there's people supporting you. To be centered into my programming, centered into my training, and then there's the emotional side of that as well, because your body sometimes aches. It is like your body doesn't want to, but you need to tell yourself, listen, I need to do this. I've got responsibilities. I've got people that look up to me. And then got married 3 years ago. We have kids. We take care of 2 boys. I don't want a lot for Christmas. You know, being a father to them, and being a role model to them. Just one thing I need, and I don't care about the present. Them, you know, sometimes they feel like they just get into your house and you take care of them. You know, it's like driving up and down. They have sports. They have their own lives just as you, and you need to be inspiring, and you need to be there. And now you need to take care of your wife, your family, and your box, and your own life. It's like you need to put aside a lot of yourself and put everybody in front of you, and you need to be a top class elite athlete. People look up to you. People have expectations of you. And I'm just thinking to myself, how can I be a good dad, or how can I be a good coach? How can I better myself there? And hopefully I do not fail at that. I mean, homework in itself, just getting your kid to bed itself is a challenge. Biggest challenge of your life. Getting them up in the morning for school and getting them to sleep. Biggest challenges in life. I don't know, if you're a parent, you know exactly what I'm saying. So I mean, being committed to that is amazing, and it's all part of the journey, and being a good husband, and being a husband, and making sure you take care of your wife, you know, putting her needs first. And that is also another thing, you know, because you think so much about yourself, and there's everything you do. If you're an athlete, you wake up and you want to think about yourself. How am I going to do my programming? I'm going to do this. I'm going to execute this. I'm going to execute that. And now it's not like that. In a married life, it's not like that. It's the other way around. How can I be there for my wife? How can I be there for my kids? My training is actually put last. That's a bigger struggle. And but luckily I really am blessed with a good wife. She understands the struggles, and she's there. She takes care of me.
wat ons al team training doen en probeer om by die games uit te kom. Dis al wat 4de span wat ons bymekaar sit. En ek meen ek en Janine is basically die constant van die span en ons is die enigste 2 lede wat al 4 jaar saam. Maar ek sal sê wat hierdie jaar groot verskil maak is net almal se mindset. Ek meen om 'n vergelyking te gee, verlede jaar, die vorige jare moes ons altyd incheck en is almal oefen almal, is almal op die is almal reg, voel almal goed. Ons moet altyd saam geoefen het en hierdie jaar is net die mindset net heeltemal anders. Ek meen ons weet elkeen van ons in die span, ek, Janine, Lani, Barend, ons weet as ons 'n program kry vir die dag, maak nie saak wat nie, dit is wat ons doen. Ons is accountable aan onsself en aan die span en ek dink dit is waar die verskil inkom. Almal se mindset is net baie goed aligned om hierdie jare sukses te kan maak en ja, om al die pad te gaan.
What it means for me to be on this team, oh man, this year I've been living for this team. I've been eating for it, sleeping, trying to sleep for it. That's my main goal. So the goal for the team is definitely games bound. They fill my cup, they make me happy, they make me smile, they make me want to work harder for this and just show everybody what we are made of. There's no stopping us this year. The goal for me personally on the team is just to be the best athlete for them, to do everything and anything in my power for them.
I know what I need to do to be there for Henri, to be there for Lonnie, to be there for Janine, and I will do my absolute to be there for them, emotionally, physically, and in a team environment, in a comp environment. I will literally go and die.
We are busy chasing the sun, and what Rassi said on the one piece is he's like, if you stand in front of your mom and there's a Rottweiler coming for her, are you going to stand like that in front of your country? But I'll stand like that in front of my team. This team is like everything at this stage. I think there's no other people in my team that deserve it more. Ja, true. Dan moet je hier stoppen.
I think there's greatness in everybody. Each person needs to believe in himself, and I think that is what brings the magic to this team, and that's what brings greatness to this team. Is greatness of it is they put that expectation on themselves without being asked to do it, and so they sacrifice that, and the sacrifice for the team, that's what brings greatness. If you can sacrifice your needs beyond, then you're going to have a great team. I'm really honored to be part of the journey, to be part of that. It's quite amazing.
And everybody else who's supporting me and us, like literally everyone who's rooting for us, the community, I can feel it. Every single person being there for us, supporting us, messaging, saying well done, and just rooting for us. Couldn't ask for more, like honestly. The gratefulness, like I said again earlier, the gratefulness in my heart is the main thing. I can't explain it. It's the best. Peace out.
All right. What makes this team great is just me being part of that team.